Hey y'all, thank y'all for coming back to another video. So today's tutorial is going to be on beginner friendly makeup. So I went to Target and I bought a couple. I didn't get some things, like I didn't get primer, I didn't get a setting spray. If you were to add like primer and setting spray, it might be like $40. So $40 for a drugstore full face. You definitely want to make sure your face is already clean, moisturized, toned. You know, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. mattifying primer, mattifying putty primer. And I like to concentrate my primer in the places that get super oily, which would be the T-zone, which is this. And my brows are already done because I recorded an eyebrow tutorial. That should be up before this, so you can go watch that if you haven't seen it. Picked this up at Target. This is the Maybelline Fit Me, the matte and poreless one. It was $5.29. And I got the shade 360 Mocha. Unfortunately, the foundation doesn't come with like a pump, so you do have to pour it onto the back of your hand. That's what I usually use. So I'm probably not even going to use all this, so let me put some back in here. All right, we'll start with this. Brushing it all around, making little dots. I'll hold the brush like this and do tapping motions. The tapping allows you to get fuller coverage than if you were to sweep, and you could risk getting streaks and stuff. And you want to make sure you get your neck a little bit. And you just want to do this all over your face. Of course, you can add another layer if you want to, but it's gonna stop right here. I picked up the Fit Me concealer in caramel, and this is actually the one I'm going to be using today. So I'm gonna take the concealer and I'm gonna put it like this. Bringing your concealer up in this direction makes your face look a little lifted. You don't need too much, not too much. I do 2 dots in the middle of my nose. I'll put in, I'll actually just make like a little. I like to go in with a brush to blend out my concealer, but you can also use a sponge. e.l.f. has a really good sponge. I believe it's like $6. For my nose, I lay on the side and I kind of do like sweeping motions going up and down. And then like this. And when blending out my under eye, I do like to look up. And to blend out any harsh lines, you can just go back in with your foundation brush and go over those lines. Just make sure everything is nice and clean. I also picked up this one from Maybelline. Maybelline has great finishing powders or setting powders for beginners. This is in the shade medium deep. It does come with a sifter, so you'll just be able to put the products in there. And you can do it like this. It's a really pretty color. Sponge I was telling you, it's very soft and it is damp. You don't want it to be soaking wet. Like I'm squeezing it and no water is coming out. You don't want it to be soaking wet. Take the sponge, dip it into my powder, tap the powder, the excess off on the back of my hand, and tap the powder under my eye. And I'm going to keep doing that until I've covered all that concealer. I'm going to do that to the rest of the places that I highlighted. All right, since my skin is oily, I'm going to let my powder sit like this. If you're more of a dry skin person, you can go ahead and dust it off right now. I picked up the Black Radiance contour palette. I feel like this is really beginner friendly. I used to use this a lot. It comes with a contour shade, a sculpt shade, and a highlight shade, which is really good. It's a good thing to have in like your makeup kit or whatever. While this is sitting, we're gonna go ahead and contour slash bronze. So I'm just gonna go back and forth between those. And these, I forgot, these are really powdery, so make sure you dust off the extra on the top and sweep. To take whatever's left over on the brush and run it down the sides of my nose. We can go back and take off all this powder. I'm gonna use the same brush I used for my foundation, and I'm actually just gonna kind of like tap it in or down. I like to just go in with some kind of setting spray, setting mist, anything like that, really quick, just to help me blend. I don't even know if they still make this. This is the cinnamon blush from NYX. I've had it for a long time. It's orangey, like this. I'll smile. I don't apply it directly on my cheekbones. I apply it higher up, and I tap and blend it into my bronzer slash contour. I'm using the one that came in the Black Radiance contour palette. I really love a brush like this for highlight. I like to turn my head and look into my mirror, and how the light hits me, that's how I like to highlight. So if the light is hitting me right here, I'm gonna highlight right here. Sometimes I'll highlight my forehead just a little bit. And highlight again. Maybelline Rocket Volume Express Mascara. Brushes. I'm gonna go ahead and put my lashes on. All right, so my lashes are on. They're still drying a little bit, but oh, if y'all want a lash tutorial, how to put lashes on, let me know down below, because I'll definitely do that for y'all. This is the one I'm using. And I'm just using a clear gloss for this look. So this is the end of the video. If the video was helpful at all, you learned something new, leave me a comment down below. You give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and share. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.